Well, Carlos, how have the last 2 weeks been since that game against Huddersfield? Have you been able to use the international break to good effect?
I think that the last 2 years has been positive in terms of the work that we could have developed because first of all, the fact that we didn't play a game after Huddersfield allow us to have the time to analyze in detail the previous game, the Huddersfield one, and to learn because in every time that you don't compete or perform in the level that you have to do, it's important to use to learn and to improve. And I think the first part of the international break has been linked first with the recovery and after with the details to analyze this game. After we finished the first week of work with a friendly game between us in the stadium that helped us to don't lose the competition feeling and allow us to complete 90 minutes of football that never is the same at the training. And for some of our players, especially the new players, was important to have this contact with more minutes than the minutes that normally they are playing. In the second part of the week, of the international break, in this week, the focus of the work has been more to prepare the next game, Bristol game, that is the key that we have right now.
You had Shemi Ajayi with Nigeria and Jason Malumbi with the Republic of Ireland leave the group for a couple of weeks. Carlos, in what condition have they come back?
I think both are ready to be in the next game. Ajayi was playing 90 minutes in one of the games. Molumbi was playing 60 minutes in the first of the two international games that he had. So it means that both have had the experience to play. For me, it was important to recover this with Ajayi because he couldn't play with us in the last game against Huddersfield. So he recovered the game time in official match. And with Molumbi, he only played one of the two games. So allow him to make a good week this week to prepare for the Bristol game.
Your side have taken 7 points from the first 5 league games. Is that a fair return in terms of points, Carlos?
I think in terms of points, when you can achieve 15 points, you always want to achieve the maximum number of points. But we need to be conscious of the challenge of the competition and being conscious of the process that we have had from the beginning of the preseason. So I think that always is important to go to the pitch with the determination to win the 3 points and to represent this club how we need to represent. When, for me, we didn't show still the level that as a club and as a team we want to show in the football pitch. Because even in the games that we won, maybe we didn't complete the full minutes, the full game in the level that we want to compete. That help us to win more times the football games. But at the same time, we need to be aware of this year the competition. The level for me of the opponent has increased. That's why this year the competition demands our best level from us too. And for me, we still are in this process that never is going to be end. But we need to try to achieve the maximum of this process that we can achieve, trying to be the more constant and trying to show the more times that we can show our maximum level in the football pitch.
Your side have got back-to-back away games coming up now. First Bristol City on Saturday and then Watford on Wednesday. Is it a good opportunity then, Carlos, to change our fortunes on the road? And if we can, how important could that be moving forward?
We start the season away, and unfortunately, we couldn't get a positive result. We played the second game in Leeds, and we achieved a draw. That we need to put a lot of effort to achieve that draw. And now we have in front of us the first one, that is the one that I am preparing, Bristol City. That is another opportunity to add 3 points, and one opportunity that demands one level of reaction, a stronger reaction, because we arrived from one defeat at home. At the end, the fact that we were having a good momentum at home doesn't mean anything because with Huddersfield, they won us here. And the fact that the momentum maybe is not the best one away doesn't mean anything. Only means that we need to put a reaction and we need to increase our concentration, competitiveness level, and commitment to achieve the result that we always want to achieve. But we don't want to win that game because we didn't do before. We want to win every time that we want to win the football pitch.
What type of test are you expecting from the Robins this season on Saturday? Sorry, they've taken one more point than you guys so far.
I know that they are one thing that they are working very, very well, especially from the second lap of the last year. They have developed some young players that they are playing with a lot of energy, and they are being a very aggressive team. And this is exactly what I expect. A very aggressive team that is going to demand one more time our highest competitiveness level. But this is not something negative, this is something that is part of the competition right now, and it has to be part of our mindset before to play every single game.
And just finally, Carlos, good news that Shemi has come back from the international break unscathed. Have you got any fresh injury concerns heading down to Bristol on Saturday?
I think these 2 weeks has been excellent in terms of the physical development of the team and in terms of the physical condition of the players, in terms of the tactically too, in terms of the technically too. And I think every player is fit, every player is ready. And I think that if we training during all the season in the level that we have been working these 2 weeks, we are going to give to our fans exactly the winnings that we want to give to them.